Okay, so once we've input all of our information in that got us our framing lumber, we're going to move on to other materials, such as subfloor, flooring, insulation. Now, as you can see, all this material, all this area, we see light blue. Light blue means drop-down lists. All of our materials that we select in BuildLogic will be selected from a drop-down list, right? So next to any materials, you'll see this plus sign. This plus sign is where you're going to go to change the information that's in these drop-down lists, right? So let's, for example, we want to choose subfloor, right? Let's say we want to use 3/4 inch T&G Advantech for a subfloor. We can see it's priced at $50, right? But let's say that the Advantech from your supplier is actually $58. All we do is click that plus sign. It'll take us to our subfloor section, and we change the price right here to $58. If we go back, it'll take us to our section we were just at, and we can see now that it's updated this price to $58. But also, what happens if you use this, like the subfloor you want to use, or any material is not in the drop-down list? Once again, all you got to do is click the plus sign, go to the area that you want to change. So if we want to add a subfloor material, we just type it in here, type in the cost of what that subfloor is, and as you can see now, it's located in our drop-down list, and it will be there forever, right? So once you've uploaded the materials that you commonly use, this process to do estimations, you can just do it so quickly, right? So let's choose our favorite subfloor. Our adhesive and our fasteners will be based on how many sheets of subfloor that are needed, and that's going to be based on the kind of dimensions of our house, right? So as you can see here, this will give you a rough estimate of how many fasteners you need for your subfloor, and this will be how many boxes that you need. So flooring, for example, if we go down, we choose what flooring we want, right? So whichever flooring that you want, let's say you have a specific type of flooring that you use quite frequently, or you need for a project, you need to add it to this list. Once again, you just click the plus sign. Now you have our flooring type. Kind of scroll down till you find out what kind of, let's say it's engineered hardwood bamboo, and you can get it for $3.50 a square foot. If we go back to this list right now, you can see under engineered hardware we have bamboo, and that's going to say, wow, $3.50 per square foot. You can select from your underlayment right here. If you want to add underlayment, click the plus sign, add your underlayment right here. For insulation, just once again, if you're using bats, you can select from the bat, this bat drop down. We have rock wool and fiberglass. If you can also use, sometimes people like use foam board plus bats, then you can choose which foam board you want based on your R value and how thick of foam board you need. Right, so just select that and keep spray foam none. But let's say you want to do spray foam, right? You can just make sure that you don't have any bats or insulation selected, and then you can choose what kind of spray foam you're going to use. And once again, if you want to add, like you have a spray foam guy that you use, and he has your prices, click the plus sign. Your spray foam guy can do R24 for $3. Just put that in. You go back. Your spray foam is R24, and that's calculated at $3, right? For other materials, we're going to have sill sealer for our mud sills. Post bases are going to be what we're attaching our posts to our footings, the posts that are holding up our girders. So if we click this, you can kind of see the different posts, like diagrams of like what posts you can choose from that come preloaded in. But once again, if you needed to pad post bases you liked, you would just add your post base, the cost right here, how many anchor bolts are needed to attach the post base to the footing, and how many nails or screws that you need to put in to the post base to attach to your 6x6 or 4x4. And based on that information, right, it's going to calculate, once you choose, it'll tell you how many post bake anchor bolts you need and how much of Tico nails you need too, right? So if we choose 40 pack of, let's say we want to use screws, we can get 100 pack of those. We're only going to need one box of those Tico nail screws because we don't need 100 we don't need more than 100 screws to attach to our post bases. But if we chose a 40 pack, you can see we're going to need 2 40 packs of Simpson screws based on, this is based on what the type of post bases we're going to need and how many type of post bases we selected and how many post bases there are. So once again, once you've input all this information, if you need to change any of this information right here, come to our final summary tab. This is going to summarize everything, the total cost of our floor system. And let's say, for example, our flooring, right? We didn't have 600 square feet of flooring we needed. Let's say we have 100 square foot of our 600 square feet is going to be bathroom. All we do is change that right there, 500 square feet, and that will change the price. Or if you want some extra sill sealer, just put it right there.